welcome back to Village in Motion. It is Thursday, August the 8th, and I'm Clint Lambert, the host today. And for this segment of the Village in Motion, we have Kimberly Nelson, who is our Director of Philanthropy here at Green Spring. And we're very, very glad to have Kimberly with us this morning. And I understand she's got some information that's going to be following up just in regards to the music we just heard, some things that went on that Kimberly wants to share.
Yeah, the Christmas, I want to talk a little bit about the Christmas in July. Sort of collaboration. It really began with the Treasure Chest and their annual Christmas in July, which I want to thank all the Treasure Chest volunteers and of course all of our shoppers, because this year was we've done this the last 3 years. This year was a record-breaking year. Over $1,500 came in.
Wow.
Just with that sale of holiday items in July. But what was really nice about it is how then Channel 6 picked up and did some programming around it, how the dining rooms jumped in.
Right.
And so that's really what we're looking to try to figure out. How do we partner more with events so that we're not so siloed and it's just Treasure Chest or just dining? How do we help partner and plan ahead with each other? And
really have a collaborative effort for everything.
Yes. Right? And so that again takes communication, which we know is sometimes a hiccup, but we're really working hard at that across the community, and that was just a great example.
Great.
And then there's another event coming up, which is at the end of August, which is August 24th, which is the Green Springs Got Talent show.
Oh, and we haven't had one of those for a number of years.
It's been a little while, and Anita's working on it, and I know there are also some resident staff collaborations in the talent show. So I would just recommend, if you have a talent and haven't alerted Anita, to please do so very quickly, because slots are filling up. And if you aren't performing, then please make sure you come, because it should be a great, just fun afternoon.
So is there a charge for that?
It is a free event.
Oh, okay.
It's through Community Resources. It's sort of their event for August. And so just keep an eye on that.
So it's August 24th.
Yep. I want to say it's at 2 o'clock in the theater.
Okay, it's in the theater.
Yes.
Can we put it down Hunter's Crossing so we have more space?
I think they're doing the theater just because of setup, logistics, backstage, moving piano on and off. Hunter's Crossing, you can't really move the piano on the stage and off, and visibility is a little trickier. So I would just say make sure you get there a little early to get a seat, but we're hoping every seat is filled.
Oh, I would have no doubts.
And so please plan accordingly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we've got, of course, Wii Bowling in September with Senior Olympics and other senior events. But of course, the biggest event in September is, in my opinion, is the gala.
Yes.
And I know we have new residents, so I wanted to make sure folks sort of knew a little bit about the Benevolent Care Fund, if we have time.
Certainly.
Okay, so...
Because I don't think people really understand the relationship with philanthropy and gala and benevolent care and all those kinds of things.
Okay, well, I'd be happy to help just clarify, because you're right, rumor mills start.
Right.
So Green Spring is a nonprofit, and as part of our nonprofit mission, we say that Green Spring will remain your home for life. If you choose that. And sometimes when we outlive, a long time, we outlive our resources. A lot of times due to medical needs, that those expenses are much greater, and they utilize our resources that we've planned so well for. And then at some point, you don't have the right resources to meet the medical expense. And the Benevolent Care Fund is really that safety net for residents who live here at Green Spring, to basically pay the difference. So if let's just say your Social Security is $1,000 and your bill is $10,000, because maybe you're at Garden Ridge, you have this $9,000 gap and you've used all your savings your entrance deposit, everything you've saved for, then you go $9,000, what do I do?
Right.
Well, that's where the Benevolent Care Fund fills that gap.
And the Benevolent Care Fund does not kick in until you go through everything, including your deposit, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That is correct. But there is a process. So if you're not sure about the process, then I would say talk to Brian Marandola in the administration, because really the Benevolent Care Fund has several components. So my component in philanthropy is raising money and bringing awareness. Okay? Brian's component in administration is determining if you're eligible. You know, have you given all your money away so that you can get the Benevolent Care Fund? Then you're not eligible. Okay? And then finance is involved because they, of course, do the distributions. So those are the three key folks. But Brian really is what I would say the gatekeeper to the process, whereas I am sort of the driver of the importance of the program, why it is important to you, the residents of Green Spring, because it is that rainy day fund. I probably should have come in with an umbrella. It's that rainy day fund. And it can help cover your expenses if you're in independent living, assisted living, memory care, or long-term nursing. So it covers no matter where you live on the Green Spring campus. And we do have residents in all of those levels, including independent living, who are utilizing the Benevolent Care Fund. And so most residents probably say, oh, you've got this big gala coming up, and oh, it's really expensive. So I want residents to also know that yes, the gala is $250 a person, but $50 of it is for the food, which is not deductible, and the rest, the other $200, is part of your charitable contribution. So the gala is really our big fundraiser event. And residents don't have to come to the event because obviously Hunters Crossing doesn't have enough space for 2,000 residents, families, and friends. But we hope everyone will get involved in making a donation, no matter what size, to the Benevolent Care Fund, because it really is the resident safety net. I've been at Green Spring for over 15 years. So I have really good history. So I went back and pulled some of that history, and we have helped support residents living at Green Spring since 2005, when folks started using the Benevolent Care Fund. And we have given through the Benevolent Care Fund over $10 million in support to help Green Spring residents continue to call Green Spring their home.
And so residents have given $10 million and residents have utilized the $10 million.
I mean, it's a lot.
So it's really been a turnover within and among the residents.
It really is. And so when we also solicit donations, of course, from our vendors, our realtors, and of course Jim Davis Foundation has been very generous. They give about $100,000 historically every year.
And if people don't know, Jim Davis is, his corporation is the one that owns
Erickson Living. Right. So I want to make sure, and I'm going to just sort of hold this up so maybe the camera can zoom in and just make sure. So I'm hopeful, once the camera zooms in a little bit, that every resident hopefully has seen this little brochure in their cubby that gives just a really basic overview of the Benevolent Care Fund. You can either make a charitable gift. There's a little form on the back. You can order your tickets. You can be a sponsor. Or you can just call or email me if you have questions. So if you do not have this, you've misplaced it, then please call Philanthropy and we will just get you another one and stick it in your cubby, because we do know things do get misplaced.
And the gala is September 15th.
It is September 15th, and so for residents who will be coming to the gala, once they notify us, they will get the official invitation, which looks like this. I'm trying to do up and down so you can see the whole thing. So our Stars and Stripes Gala with the pretty bow. And I have to do a shout out to our resident Hazel Cross, who was very diligent helping put these together, because they don't come made like this. We have to help put things together.
Really looks nice.
So we really appreciate her help. So that residents will get their official invitation.
Good.
But it is black tie, which means Sunday best or better.
Okay.
You do not have to wear a tux unless you would like to. You do not have to wear a long formal gown unless you would like to. So there is no
dress requirement.
I mean, we would say no blue jeans, no tennis shoes, no athletic gear.
Yeah,
don't go to the fitness center attire. Right. But we do want you to be comfortable and have fun for the event, and we're really looking forward to it. A great menu. We've got a band this year. There'll be space for some dancing as part of the show that the band is doing, if folks are so inclined. It is not, dancing is not a requirement, but some folks sort of, the mood gets you when you're sort of doing the Stars and Stripes USO theme, and you know, you just have to get up off your seat.
There you go.
And so,
well, it sounds like a great event. It always has been a great event, and really encourage everybody to attend it. Yeah,
we hope so. Okay. We hope it'll be a great event. And if you can't come, please give to the Benevolent Care Fund, because really that is our main purpose for hosting the event, is to get our sponsorship dollars in through the gala. That's a great way for us to do it. Okay. But residents, we know that's not always what they want to do, so just please donate in whatever works for you. Okay. We appreciate it.
And you're still in Philanthropy, and we are very pleased about that. And we've got 1 minute left to tell me about a transition. 1
minute left. So Donna Epps, our resident life director, we are very thrilled that she's here. She's been here for a few months. So she now is overseeing the Channel 6 studio. That's transitioned to her. She just recently also took over Pastoral Ministries and the Wellness team. Okay. That has transitioned to her. Perfect timing leading up to gala. And by the end of August, she will also then have community resources and special trips. So by the end of August, everything that was sort of once resident life will be back in resident life, and the timing with gala is perfect for us because it's our busy time, and we need that time to really focus on that priority.
So your message is give, enjoy, and attend, right?
Yep, and just thanks for your support and for just being involved in many things here at Green Spring. We really appreciate it.
Great. Well, Kimberly, as always, it's great having you with us this morning.
Thank you.
And we're so glad you shared this information.
Thank you so much.
Very good.